Welcome to VCC and the Practical Nursing Program. The Practical Nursing Diploma Program is offered on a full-time basis and is divided into 4 levels. Each level has a different clinical focus, such as gerontology, medical surgical, maternity, pediatric, mental health, and community. Gain valuable hands-on experience using the latest technology to learn how to deliver safe, ethical, and competent care in a wide variety of healthcare settings. A major emphasis of this program is active student participation. You'll get the support of the 36 instructors and staff in the Practical Nursing Program. VCC's Health Sciences building is located at the Broadway campus. The 6th floor building was opened in 2010 and features several levels of classrooms and well-equipped labs. Collaborate with an allied healthcare team in one of BC's only simulated hospitals. Begin your nursing career here at VCC. Learn more by signing up for a virtual info session or book an appointment with a VCC advisor.
Sana. Hindi kita makita eh. Wala, lag out ka raw ba? Kasi hindi kita makita. Lag in back ka. Set kita bro ulit. Okay. Kasi yan ginagamit namin ni Miss Rona, ginamit niya.
My name is Hong Chen. I'm from China. I'm studying culinary art in VCC.
I'm Parsa. I'm currently studying at the CPE, College Preparation English program at Vancouver Community College.
Hi, my name is Zahir Ibrahim. I am attending VCC for the Auto Body Collision course.
My name is Queen Padilla, and I'm studying hair design here at VCC.
My name is Annie. I'm from South Korea, and I'm studying in Culinary Art program.
My name is Guru Raj. I'm from India. I'm doing Culinary Arts International program.
My name is Nancy. I'm currently just graduated from Hospitality Management Diploma program at Vancouver Community College.
Good morning, everyone.
Ayan. Good morning, Kuya Nikki.
Good morning. Good evening, Philippines. Thank God it's Friday again. So, you know what's going to happen if it's Friday? It's Morning with the Kuyas. Once again, this is your Kuya Nikki. And
Kuya Mikmik.
We're live here in Ontario, Canada, on my side, at my end. Si Kuya Mikmik naman po ay nasa Alberta. Bro,
Welcome to the west side of
Yun,
Alberta.
kamustang weather dyan? Kasi kami biglang nag-snow kagabi ulit.
Talaga?
And we're expecting kasi natutunaw na, nakikita na namin yung green grass, yes, actually yesterday. Tapos biglang kagabi, when I checked, this morning, when I paglabas ko, yun, yung kotse ko, puno na naman ng
Puno
snow.
na.
Yes.
Kami last week
nag-snow.
parang ganun din eh.
And,
Kita mo na yung damo, masaya ka na, tapos biglang may mga 3 inches na snow kahapon.
Ayun. Actually, dito, saktong mga siguro 5 to 10 centimeters yung snow. Medyo makapal din. Kumbaga, lahat ng sinagal namin na bumalik din ngayon. Ayun. So, I would like to say good evening sa lahat ng mga nasa Pilipinas. I hope you guys are all safe. And stay tuned lang po kayo. Sit back and relax.
Yes.
Yung mga kuyas, yung ngayon, bahala sa Friday evening niya.
Friday entertainment ba?
So we have, as you can see, may tayo special guest again. She is the in-country parang manager director for Vancouver Community College. Hindi siya first timer, regular na po siya. Please help me welcome Miss Rona Diaz. Yan natin si Miss Rona.
Hello everyone.
Hello Miss Rona.
Miss Rona.
Magandang gabi sa inyong dalawa. I'm in Manila. How are you guys in Canada? Hello sa lahat.
Kumusta po?
Okay naman po.
So, Miss Rona, kumusta yung yung weather naman sa Pilipinas? Kasi dito, biglang nag-snow. Akala namin okay na lahat eh. Biglang nag-snow. Sa Pilipinas ba, is it summer na? Or feels like summer? Or rainy season pa rin?
So parang in between siya sa tag-ulan then tag-init. So it's been a fair weather. We have had a fair weather. Kaya lang from time to time nagdi-drizzle, but it's been generally okay. So paingitin ko sa kayo sa magandang weather sa Philippines.
Bigla mo makita nandyan na kami.
I won't be surprised.
But so nice to see that the restrictions are being lifted. Talagang we're going on the path na pabalik na tayo sa normal. What should I say? Even here in Canada, medyo nakalift na sa ibang province. I think sa Alberta, bro, wala nang mask. I think on March.
Sa amin sa March 1, wala nang mask. Wala na ding, actually parang wala na lahat eh. Wala nang mask, wala nang restrictions, wala nang vaccine passports. So, it would be interesting to see pag talagang nangyari siya, kung ano yung dynamics na magaganap.
So, in short, that will up. Kasi kung na-implement na in one province, usually ganun ng Canada eh, it will also adapt sa ibang province.
Yes. I think si Ontario magkakaroon din ng announcements in the coming days.
Nagkaroon na kami dito ng kasi nga, di ba yung may mga rally nangyayari dito over the past sa Ottawa.
I think 2 weeks
yung restriction medyo na-delay because of that. But still, we're looking forward pa rin na everything will be going back to normal.
Of course.
Tapos, congratulations pala sa mga lahat ng mga ka-DIYers and members of the international student community, mga Pinoy natin, mga kababayan, for getting their study visa approved.
Yes.
Yun naman sa mga na-deny, don't lose hope, laban lang tayo kasi marami tayong mga kababayan na denied first, the second, the third, the fourth time around, na-approve.
Yes.
Kuya Mikmik, just to confirm, wala pong limit yung reapplication? Tama po ba?
May classmate ako, Kuya Nikki, on the 7th try bago siya na-approve. So nagtatry siya twice a year. So imagine 3.5 years in the making yung sa kanya.
So wag po tayo mapanghinaan ng loob, no? Kasi sabi ko, everything happens for a reason. It might not be the right time yet, or like I said, God has a perfect timing for everything. Pag-pray lang natin. Don't lose hope. And then, Ms. Rona, I know you have a very special presentation that you want to share. The floor is yours. And yung mga kuyas, tatabi muna kasi dadaan si ate.
Well, thank you so much, Kuya Nikki and Kuya Mikmi. Magandang gabi po ulit sa lahat. I'm Rona, and I'm the in-country manager of Vancouver Community College. I'm based in Manila, and it's our pleasure to join this virtual session. And thank you to our very good partner, SUN-COR Unlimited, with Kuya Nikki and Kuya Mikmi for always inviting BCC. Maraming salamat mga kuyas. So to start off, guys, i-share ko na muna yung screen ko. Just give me a sec. Ayan. Are you able to see my screen? Hindi ko nakikita kung okay na po, kuya.
It's still loading. Ayun.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
All right. So, okay. So, magandang gabi po ulit sa lahat. For this presentation, guys, of course, I'm going to introduce our school, Vancouver Community College. Why should you choose VCC among other colleges or institutions in Canada? How do we support your study journey in Vancouver? And of course, I'm going to present yung programs na very popular among Philippine international students. But before I go on, Kuya Nikki, ilang minutes po pala yung presentation ko?
Wala man kaming nilagay na limit eh. Mga 2 hours pwede na yun.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That's very generous.
Basta take your time. We're here. Hindi naman kami nagmamadali. And para kasi sa mga kababayan natin, hindi natin pwedeng madaliin yung ating presentation. Basta take your time.
Thank you so much. I'll make it reasonably short, pero ano pa rin, thorough. So guys, BCC or Vancouver Community College, we are your first choice for an innovative experiential learning for life. We're one of the largest and oldest public colleges sa province ng British Columbia, and we're set up actually way back in 1965. So for over 50 years, we have been there, providing great education, not just to Canadians, but of course, also to international students. And known kami as a career college, which means we really prioritize the programs that lead to high-demand occupations for our students. We help you with your job readiness, with your career training, because we want you to succeed with your future jobs or careers. So just to give you a hindsight about what our students say about their experience studying at BCC, allow me to play this brief video.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a chef.
I wanted to be a nurse.
A hairdresser, fashion designer.
I wanted to be a rock star. The overall environment and atmosphere was unlike any other school I had been to before. It was very relaxed, very open.
Right when you step into class, you'll definitely make a few friends right away on day one. Everyone there is there to learn and also for personal growth.
The other students that I'm learning with constantly force me to raise the bar. It feels more like you're part of a team than you are part of a student body. I don't like to be bored in one place. I like things to be constantly changing and to be constantly challenged. So it's not just classroom work. They put us in lab and they put us out in the real world and they give us realistic expectations of what the job is going to actually look like. I do feel that having a physically smaller campus, smaller classrooms, fewer people, it's a lot more intimate. You actually get a chance to know your classmates and your colleagues as opposed to just being a part of a giant crowd of people. VCC is the catalyst to your potential.
I'm going to be a chef,
a dental hygienist, a musician, a baker, a nurse,
a graphic designer, finally going to be a mechanic.
And I'm on my way there because of VCC.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Some statistics are shown on my screen to really convince you that our students are having a great study experience at VCC. 94% ng mga graduates namin are satisfied with their education. That means they're able to achieve their educational goal, and VCC has been instrumental in achieving that goal. Our average class size is small, that's 21, And that's great because having a small class gives you the individualized attention you need. You get to build rapport or positive relationship with your instructors, classmates, who actually end up becoming the top source of job referrals. And in terms of employment rate, we have one of the highest in the province at an average of 90%. Actually, it varies. It depends on the program you will get. There are programs that have 100% employment rate. For example, Canadian Business Management, Network Technology, CAD and BIM, and Baking and Pastry. The other programs like Hospitality has 92%. So the average is 90, and that's relatively higher. And we offer a lot of scholarships and bursaries for our international students. Pero to manage your expectations, we don't offer entrance scholarships. They become available for students to apply once the students, of course, are enrolled and merit-based siya. We will have to assess your qualifications. So, of course, we're located in the heart of Vancouver City. Those are the pictures of the beautiful Vancouver. And as we all know, Vancouver has always been one of the most desirable places to live in the world, known for its livability and high quality of life. And there are many reasons for Filipinos to actually choose Vancouver as study destination. On top of that, guys, ang laki ng Filipino community sa Metro Vancouver area. So 7 to 8% of the population there is comprised of Pinoys or Filipinos. And that's great because ang dami niyong makikilalang kababayan as you go there and start to settle in. And of course, known ang Vancouver specifically as one of the cities, or if the second actually, if you Google, second place in Canada that has the mildest temperature. So it's not that cold when it's winter, and if it's summer, it's just like the Philippines na malamig. So for Filipinos like us that have been accustomed to a tropical climate like the Philippines, perfect ang Vancouver City. And as mentioned, Vancouver has always been known as one of the most livable places in the world. So there was a study conducted last May, and the result of that study is shown on my screen. Nirank yung top cities, places in Canada, a total of 27 places. And guess what? Vancouver emerged as the best place or the number one place for work, okay, among the young people or among the youth. And of course, nandyan yung entrepreneurship, affordability, education, and foremost yung employment. So we're number one. Vancouver is like Metro Manila of the Philippines. It's the CBD. It's the center of economic activities. Therefore, if as an international student, you will be able to work up to 20 hours per week and full-time during term break, it's really highly advised for you to choose a location that would enable you to, find jobs. Kasi ang daming or abundant ang job opportunities. This is the area view of our location. So this is downtown and Broadway, proximate, conveniently located in the heart of the city, and of course near commercial shops, transport areas. This is our downtown campus, and this is our Broadway campus. So the campuses might look familiar, yes, because they're oftentimes featured in some films or TV shows, series. In fact, if you guys watch yung American adaptation ng The Good Doctor, si Dr. Murphy, that hospital there is entirely our Broadway campus. And meron pang maraming films or series, Prison Break, Arrow, just to name a few. So here's the career outlook in the province. Many international students nowadays are scared to study abroad because of the ongoing pandemic. They're worried na baka hindi sila makapaghanap ng work while they study or while they're in Canada. Just to give you an idea, this figure was taken from the provincial government's website mismo, and the government said that in the next 8 years, there will be lots of jobs in the province. In fact, around 600,000 jobs will be created because many will retire and many will be hired to replace those expected retirees. while the remaining around 300,000 jobs will be created as a result of economic growth. So the message is very positive and strong. There will be jobs waiting for you if you study in British Columbia, particularly, of course, in Vancouver, and again, particularly at BCC. So in terms of minimum wage, British Columbia is the second province that has the highest minimum wage per hour next to Nunavut. And it's increasing annually. So currently it stands at $15.2 per hour. It will increase again this June 1st. And that's great because as mentioned, diba, you can work up to 20 hours per week and full-time naman kapag term break. So, working, I'm sure, is vital or very important for you to help finance probably your international studies, and earning this, very high minimum wage per hour will definitely be helpful in funding your education. In terms, guys, naman of unemployment rate, last December, it stood at 5.3%. That's very low. It's nearing the pre-pandemic level, which is 4.7%. So that just tells you na napakaganda ng pag-manage ng British Columbia or ng provincial government sa COVID, and pababa ng pababa talaga. Going back to the pre-pandemic level, yung unemployment rate. In terms of employment rate naman, it's high at 61.4%. Okay. So we have many programs offered to international students. You can see these programs on my screen. So there are around 60 programs offering credentials such as bachelor's degree, post-degree diploma, dual certificates, and advanced certificates. Now, I'm going to highlight the programs that are extremely popular among Filipinos, and let me explain first why they're popular. On top of that, guys, the programs are 2 years in duration. So we really encourage you to take programs that are good for 2 years because you will be PGWP eligible up to 3 years. Kuya Mipik here is the expert and of course can elaborate on that. While if it's less than 2 years, kung gaano lang kahaba, like let's say it's 1 year, one year din lang yung PGWP. The programs also have very reasonable admission requirements. In fact, sa BCC, even if, let's say, the student's highest educational attainment is grade 10 or 4th year high school, may program kami na pwedeng applyan yung student. Like cosmetology, baking, culinary, graphic design, to name a few. And the programs have high employment rate, low attrition rate, and reasonable tuition fees ng program for a public college like BCC. So what are these programs na so popular among Filipinos? I was telling Kuya Nick kanina, there seems to be an exodus among Filipinos right now because we're really seeing a significant increase in the number of applications and registrations to these programs. So let me highlight them. On top of that, of course, we noticed that many Filipinos would want to upgrade their college degree because they already obtained that credential either in the Philippines or abroad. So gusto nilang mag-upgrade, mag-level up. So napaka-popular ang aming post-degree diploma programs such as Business and Project Management, Canadian Business Management, and the third is Network Technology, Administration, and Security. All these are post-degree diploma programs, all right? And ang post-degree diploma programs namin, wala nang IELTS or English test. In lieu of the IELTS, you just need to submit a certification that English is the medium of instruction, all right? You can see there the details on my screen. Can you just go over them? I'd like to mention that at this point, open pa or karamihan sa mga programs nag-accept pa ng applications for winter or January 2023. And there are a few programs still accepting applications for fall or September 2022. Sa tatlong post-degree, nag-accept pa lahat for winter, of course. But this program, Canadian Business Management, which was recently renamed to Business Management, nag-accept pa siya ng application for fall 2022. So if you guys want to, study earlier, ngayong taon na, ito na lang yung i-take nyo. Business Management post-degree. You may ask, what's the difference? This one, Business and Project Management, is heavily focused, of course, on project management skills, such as planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation. Whereas business management is more on you gaining solid foundation on, let's say, finance, administration, and management. Network technology admin security. This one is growing very popular among Filipinos. Sa lahat ng programs, siya ang may pinakamataas na annual median salary at around 94,000 Canadian dollars. And this program, guys, so it doesn't require you na dapat yung bachelor's degree or educational background mo is technology related. It's okay if it's a different discipline, pwede kayong mag-apply dito. Okay? Then the fourth program na wala ring IELTS is Network Security Advanced Certificate. So if you want a short-term program, ayaw nyo ng 2 years, quite long, then I encourage you to take Network Security. It's good for 8 months and therefore PGWP eligible na siya. It's very affordable at only 11,400 for 8 months. So that's really cost-effective. Okay, and PGWP eligible na siya, just to reiterate. This program, however, requires you to have either a background in an education or work experience in technology industry, all right? So that's network security. And don't you know, guys, na ang Vancouver has been named as the top city in North America for tech job growth, according to CBRE in the last 3 years, which means we surpassed cities like New York, Los Angeles, what else? California, even Seattle, Silicon Valley, pagdating sa dami ng work na na-create sa technology sector, right? So that's telling you that, it's highly recommended for you to take a technology-related program because the career prospect is really bright. So next popular program, I think this is the second most popular, Hospitality Management Diploma. Just a second. Siguro ito yung pangalawa sa pinaka-popular na program. So as you know, guys, Vancouver is a top tourist destination. Therefore, ang daming jobs sa hospitality, food service, tourism, and of course, mga restaurants. Because of that, there are lots of Filipinos taking hospitality. We are the best hospitality school in Metro Vancouver. For almost every year, ina-awardan ang VCC as the best place in the city to train for work in the hospitality industry. And I'm giving you a tip. I'd like to encourage you to take this program for winter or January intake because you will have 2 term breaks. So each term, merong 4 months. Imagine 8 months kang pwedeng mag-work full-time. However, kung gusto niyo pa rin mag-study na sa fall or September, this program still accepts application for September or fall. We also have Baking and Pastry Dual Certificates, Culinary Arts Diploma. Ito yung I think, 2 of our most competitive programs. So Vancouver Community College is the largest baking and culinary school in Western Canada. And therefore, there are lots of, international students across the globe wanting to apply to these 2 programs. We've been voted as the best professional culinary school in the last 2 years, actually almost every year. So next is early childhood care and education. I'll just skim over them. Kindly, I'll highlight the ones na still popular among Filipinos. This one is extremely competitive. So napupuna agad ang seats and many Filipinos are enrolled in the program. We have CAD and BIM drafting. So if you have a background on architecture or engineering, this is the best program for you. It's 100% employment rate. We also have computer system technology if you want to become a programmer. So dental technology science, fashion design and production, first-year university transfer, graphic design. Going back to first-year university transfer, we have instances wherein the mom or the father would take our post-degree business, then the daughter or son would take our first-year university transfer. That scenario is possible. Okay, you can study at VCC, of course, with your family. We have virtual reality and augmented reality design, 8 months at VCC, then 8 months at Vancouver Film School. PGWP eligibility is 8 months as well. And this program still accepts applications for fall 2022. We have music and dance, marketing technology, accounting, automotive collision, automotive service technology, cosmetology, electronics repair. All right, so if you want to take a short-term program, maliban sa Network Security Advanced Certificate, we also have Administrative Professional and medical transcriptionist. Both are good for 8 months and PGWP eligible now. So what's new? Just a couple of weeks ago, we released a new program called Optician Diploma. What does an optician do, guys? So this is a a licensed health professional, all right, whose primary role is to really provide optimum vision to his or her patients, of course, by providing or applying eyeglasses, contact lenses, vision aids, any device that could improve the vision of the patient. And this one now accepts applications for fall 2022 or September and winter 2023. So the details are on my screen. It's good for 2 years. This is the tuition. It has a co-op or a practicum. This is the earning outlook between 40,000 to 60,000. Of course, it would depend on your experience or length of experience. Graduate outcome, you will be able to find employment in optometry clinics, optical stores, ophthalmology offices, or any other related sectors. And these are the admission requirements. We require grade 12 graduation or its equivalent, which is completion of 2 years in college or 2-year post-secondary education. So English requirements, guys, you may have noticed na karamihan sa mga programs ng VCC, merong English test. I highlighted the ones na wala. To reiterate, yung walang English test or IELTS, these are the Business and Project Management, Canadian Business Management or Business Management, it has been renamed, Network Technology Admin and Security, and Network Security Advanced Certificate. No more IELTS, just submit a certification. English is the medium of instruction from your school. The rest of the programs will require an English test, and these are the acceptable exams, all right? So if you're afraid of IELTS, it might be expensive for you or, difficult, relatively difficult. So I encourage you to take Duolingo. It's, according sa students mismo na nag-take ng Duolingo, it's very easy. It's convenient, online lang siya, 1-hour exam, affordable at only around 2,400 pesos, and the result is available within 2 to 3 days after you take the exam. So it's a very viable option for you to meet VCC's English requirement, all right? So in terms of fees, this is our tuition, range of tuition fees per credential or based on the credential. Kindly just go over them. We have an application fee, guys, of 145 Canadian dollars, and it's non-refundable and non-transferable, which means yan yung last step yung gagawin when you apply sa VCC, paying of the application fee, because you can no longer refund nor transfer the fee to another program should you decide to change your program choice. So pag-isipang mabuti the program that, is you're really keen on applying, all right? Accommodation, it's great if you have friends or relatives in Vancouver, because I won't sugarcoat, the accommodation cost there is kind of higher compared to other places in Canada. We offer homestay setup, so it's an arrangement where you get to stay with a Canadian family. You'll have your own room, as common facilities, 3 meals per day, and the rate is 900 Canadian dollars for almost a month for 28 days. Sa VCC website, we have resources there to help you look for accommodation options. Okay, so why should you choose VCC among other institutions or colleges in Canada? Let me highlight a few reasons or selling points. On top of that, of course, lahat ng programs sa VCC are PGWP eligible, which means you get to work in Canada after you graduate. And I think that's the most important question you ask the school when you're still, searching for the best study destination or best institution. We have high employment rate at an average of 90, as earlier mentioned, and may mga programs coming with 100% employment rate. Our programs are highly employable. So as a public college, guys, it's our job to really create the skills or produce the skills needed by the society, all right? Because we're funded by the government, and that's why VCC was created. So highly employable. ang program sa BCC leading to high demand occupation, not just in Metro Vancouver, but of course across Canada. We're located in Vancouver, a great place for you to study, live, and work. We have the reputation sa award-winning ang institution, ang instructors, and even the students, as shown on the pictures. So what I would say differentiates BCC is that we have a very stringent standard when it comes to hiring instructors. We require at least 8 years of industry experience or work experience because we anticipate that your instructors would really be the ones helping you, find employment in the future. So typically, sila yung nagiging source of job referrals. That's why we hire the best to really have, people or instructors helping our international students the moment they start looking for jobs. We have the industry connection, and I included on my screen or slide the different companies or businesses in partnership with BCC. So, for example, with our electronics repair, we're in partnership with Samsung Electronics. Automotive programs or transportation trade, we're in partnership with BMW. We're in partnership with the top or leading or industry players in the hospitality industry, Marriott, Shangri-La, Fairmont, and other known companies. So we really help our students find opportunities with these industry players. For example, in the hospitality industry, we would organize info sessions 2 to 3 times a year where we gather the key players in the sector so that they could meet our students, and yung mga key players na to are able to hire our students. And we disseminate job opportunities for our students. And this one is very important, and always proud sharing this to prospective students. We offer practical education. So guys, sa BCC, we want you to succeed and we really want you to stand out sa future employers ninyo. So for Canadian employers, it is highly important that their applicants have work experience in a Canadian work setting. And that's what we want you to achieve as you study or while you study at BCC. We have our own fully operational or commercialized facilities where students gain real Canadian work experience. So kung napanood nyo yung The Good Doctor, yung Broadway campus namin, may cafeteria doon, di ba? So we have our own cafeteria, restaurant, fine dining restaurant, kitchen, coffee shop, bistro, Seifert Market, salon and spa, pharmacy, dental clinic, auto shop, and many more. All these are commercialized, run, and managed by our international students. And that's where you gain the real Canadian work experience, where you enhance your industry confidence, and of course, expand your industry network. So I think that's something you should consider. At BCC, you gain real Canadian work experience, practical training, and hands-on learning. So moving on, these are the services we offer to international students: free advising, education, and immigration services, advising services, financial aids, indigenous services, disability services, counseling, free counseling, and of course, free tutorial services. So we want you, of course, to succeed with the courses or subjects. That's why if you have any difficulty, we have instructors or tutors, and you can easily schedule one-on-one tutorials with them. So how to apply? SUN-COR is a very good partner of BCC. So they definitely can help you obtain a letter of offer, then eventually a letter of acceptance. Just a tip, ang bilis puno ng mga seats. Of course, ang daming gusto mag-aral sa Vancouver. Therefore, check first if the program still accepts application before you send an application para di masayang application fee. And the message is you have to apply ASAP. Talk with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mitni. They'll be able to help you. So we have many testimonials from our international students who are shown on my screen. Emmanuel, who's taking graphic design, and Cheska taking culinary arts. Both believe that they're now headed towards their dream of becoming, let's say, a professional graphic designer or a chef because they made the right choice, and that's choosing BCC. And you know what, guys? Napakarami ng Filipinos sa BCC, and it's not just a number, they're making a name. They're waving the Philippine flag. To cite an example, Recently, we have a student, a Filipino student, who's enrolled in Business and Project Management, Ms. Iron Sahagon. She was elected as the downtown campus representative. And just yesterday, she announced that she was also elected as the downtown representative to the Board of Governors, the highest governing council of BCC. Imagine that, nakaka-proud, di ba? So it's not just the volume, the number of Filipinos, but they're making a name. They're taking leadership roles at BCC. We're on social media. If you want to learn more, this is our Instagram, Facebook group, and I'm on social media as well. You can skim over my post and you'll see some Filipinos traveling to Vancouver to attend their class at BCC. So we really look forward to seeing you guys at BCC. Remember that tuition fees increase per year or every year, and that while everyone else is while many people are hibernating or afraid of this pandemic, why don't you upgrade your credentials and study abroad, study at BCC? So that's all for my presentation. BCC is your top choice when selecting a college or institution in Canada. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much. Over to you, Kuya Miki and Kuya Miki.
Ayan.
Yun. Thank you very much, Ms. Rona, for that very informative
I'm here
session
presently
again.
ng face. Hindi mo makikita yung face.
Parang na-pro talaga mag-explain si Ms. Rona. Parang, ayun. Ano muna tayo, icebreaker muna tayo while nag-break na si Ms. Rona for a lot of questions ng mga viewers natin. Trivia, bro. Alam mo ba saan galing yung Vancouver na word?
Ako, hindi ko alam.
Na-research ko lang din. Yung Vancouver daw is, was named after a Captain George Vancouver. Yun. As an English explorer famous for leading expeditions.
So, siya yung naka-discover ng Vancouver?
Hindi naman na nakalagay na siya naka-discover. It was just named after
him.
After
so tao pala siya, yung Vancouver.
Yes. And also, meron pa another trivia ulit. Yung paborito nating, sabi nga dito, California roll. Diba yung sushi?
Okay.
Yung California roll daw was invented here by the California roll is what we thought to have been created by a Japanese-born Vancouver chef. Yun.
Oh, so hindi California.
Kazuto. Yan. So,
wow.
It's a Japanese pero dito sa Vancouver, naka-based chef. So, hindi ko alam bakit California.
Oo nga. Ang alam ko lang sa Vancouver, kunyari si Ryan Reynolds, taga Vancouver.
Yun. At saka yung team natin, ng hockey team, meron tayong, di ba?
Yes.
Before, meron ding NBA team ata for Vancouver.
Parang may Vancouver Grizzlies dati na sa NBA.
Yeah, so dalawa yung NBA team before. We have the Toronto Raptors at Vancouver Grizzlies. Ayun. At saka, ito din, I don't know kung sabi ko ni Ms. Rona, Vancouver is also known for our Filipino community. Malaki po yung Filipino community sa Vancouver. Not only in Vancouver, but in all over British Columbia.
Yes, malaki yung Filipino community. Kaya ito nga ang pagbisita natin soon sa British Columbia. I think malaki-laki yung lineup natin na nakikitain dun eh.
So, Ms. Rona, we're excited to really visit British Columbia, hopefully this mid-year. And for sure, baka andun ka that time. May plano ka bang pumunta dito sa Canada within this year?
There's a plan. It could be this first half of the year. Wala pa yung definite schedule. But hopefully, mag-coincide yung trip schedule natin because I'm really excited also to meet you guys face-to-face, mga Kuyas.
Yes, we're excited. Actually, I think it's 4 hours, 5 hours flight from Vancouver to Ontario. Yeah.
Yeah, mga 4 to 5 yata. Ako pag din-drive ko siya ganun din, 4 to 5 hour 5 to 6 hours siguro.
Kasi maybe it's nasa Alberta. Ayun. So, Ms. Rona, are you ready for questions?
Natatakot naman ako kay Nikki sa mga questions. Of course.
Pero nga, paano pahapyaw muna? Kasi alam naman natin, Filipinos are very particular with scholarships. And then you mentioned na scholarship is only offered once you finish your first semester. Tama po ba?
May nakalagay
So-
400 plus scholarships available eh.
Yes. So ano yung mga sikat na scholarship na na-avail ng mga Filipino kababayan natin?
So, thank you for that question, Kuya Nikki. Just to manage expectations to all our viewers, audience. At BCC, we unfortunately don't have entrance scholarships, but some programs have financial aids or bursaries. Once you're enrolled, you have to apply, and if you meet the qualifications, then you get the scholarship. And ano yung scholarship na ito, and which programs have scholarships? So, hindi lahat may scholarships. For example, accounting, marketing, business, wala yung scholarships. Programs, however, like hospitality, automotive, electronics, this culinary, these ones have scholarships. And scholarships can be internal or external from DCC mismo or from an external partner. All right? Yung halimbawa, Samsung Electronics, BMW sa automotive or transportation trade, Dermalogica sa skin sa hairstyle or sa cosmetology. So it varies. The students can just go to vcc.ca/financial aid. Nandun na lahat ng scholarships, makikita niyo. So, yeah.
Okay. Ayun. So, nandun naman sa website pala ng ng school for the information about scholarship. So, ito nga, sinasabi ko nga sa mga nag-reach out sa amin, tell me about VCC. The best source po talaga is the website of the school. No, kasi updated yung tuition fee, updated yung availability, especially kung Nikki may available pa sa January or anong intake available for this program. I would really recommend to really visit the website. No? Kahit anong school man. No? But for the VCC, tama sinabi ni Ms. Rona, regarding scholarships, you can always visit the website. Yun.
Yes po, Kuya Nikki. So ulitin ko lang yung website, vcc.ca/financial aid. Andun na kasi lahat, pati yung criteria on how you will be eligible for a specific scholarship. And which programs, nandun na lahat, guys. Kindly just browse and choose your program and tingnan nyo kung may scholarship kayo na-offer.
Yes. And pinakita din ni Ms. Rona yung yung mga courses na it doesn't require any IELTS. I think that's 4 or 5 programs. Tama ba, Ms. Rona?
There are 4,
yeah.
So
yes. So yung naman sa other programs, it requires IELTS or Duolingo. Ms. Rona, confirm ko lang yung Duolingo. Ano yung required score for it?
Yes, so sa Duolingo, guys, by the way, great news, nung pandemic, we temporarily accepted Duolingo kasi nga mahirap mag-IELTS. So to age students, we temporarily accepted Duolingo. Just early this year, we have made it regular yung pag-accept ng Duolingo. So in the future, yes, you can now apply at VCC with Duolingo scores or Duolingo English test. You will ask what's the minimum score? It actually varies, guys, depending on the program. All right. So for academic programs, for example, that we have classroom type of learning, the likes of accounting, marketing, what else? Business, medyo mataas-taas. That's 115 minimum score. But hands-on program or yung program na practical talaga ang learning. Like co-op kayo, nasa kitchen, for example, like Culinary, it could be 95. So it varies. just message. I can send to everyone the flyer where you can see the specific minimum score per program because it varies at this point.
Yeah. Or you can just reach out SUN-COR and we'll give you that information regarding that Duolingo. And napansin lang din namin, Miss Rona, na meron kayong Vancouver, sa Vancouver, ano yan? Nawala ko siya. Yun pala, aside from the Duolingo, meron kayong English test
Assessment.
sa BCC mismo.
Yes.
Is it free po ba? Paano ba yung process nun? Just in case I wanted to take just the English test.
Sure. So, if, for example, ayaw nyo i-take yung IELTS, yung Duolingo, or yung TOEFL, then you can have an English assessment at BCC. Just let us know. Then we will schedule it. There's a fee, minimal fee, to take the English assessment. So that's a viable option. Pero yun nga, I really encourage everyone na kung ayaw nyo guys talagang mag-IELTS na, kasi mahal and matagal, let's say, ang result, probably, mag-Duolingo na lang. Ang dami-dami kong students ngayon na nagtitake ng Duolingo to meet the English test requirement of BCC. It's just around 2,400 pesos. And in 3 days, may result na kayo.
I think that's 50 USD. Just to be exact. Okay. We'll start natin yung mga posts on...
I think marami-rami na Kuya Nikki.
Okay. I'll refresh this one. Okay, let's start from Isabel Parma. Sabi niya, what program can you recommend for a broadcast engineer po? Thanks.
Sorry, what's that? What's the background of the student?
Broadcast engineering.
Broadcast engineering. So it's combining two industries, media and engineering. Well, so for broadcast engineering, can the student share more information about his education and what he does? Because we have programs na, let's say, kung engineering, we have CAD and BIM. Then sa broadcast, we have VR and AR. So it's any of those two. But siguro we have to assess further pa kung ano yung specifically ginagawa niya sa kanyang current role, if the student can share.
Yeah, Isabel, if you can elaborate more. Thank you. I have another here yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Pero on top of my head, I can think of CAD and BIM related yun sa engineering, virtual reality and augmented reality. That's also related to multimedia. So you may consider those two programs.
Yeah, that's perfect. And from our YouTube live naman, we have Jasser John Pigaronita. Well, if I pronounce it correctly. If I applied for fall 2022, tapos hindi na-approve yung student visa ko, pwede po ba mag-defer for winter 2023? I think the same program na ata to.
Definitely. So definitely po, pwede kang mag-defer, Jasser. Kung let's say fall ka originally, then you wanna defer or delay your intake to winter or January, that's really possible and that's free. You can do that as long as you already, of course, applied to BCC and you already accepted the seat. So just email us. That's free for first-time deferral. However, if parating mag-defer ang student, there might be a subsequent fee of 145 CAD. All right, so that's possible. That's a quick answer.
Yeah, and you mentioned, just to follow up, Ms. Rona, you mentioned that if mag-defer ako and I will change my program, I need to pay again the application fee.
So if the student will change the program?
Yeah, if I will defer to, for example, I got the refusal for September 2022, and I want to defer to the next intake, but due to the reason of my refusal, I need to change my program. Do I need to pay again the application fee for the new program?
Unfortunately, yes. So the step there is you will have to withdraw first from your original program, then reapply to a new program. So it's like really applying to an entirely different program. So bagong application package, including the application fee. That's why, guys, I always mention po na ang application fee is non-refundable and non-transferable. So kindly think very carefully if it's the program na gusto mo talagang piliin sa BCC before you send your application.
Again, at least klaro. Like I said, different institution has different processes. No, hindi na rin pwede kumpara. Bakit si ganon? Ano daw, libre lang. So, like guys, different tool, different school. Okay, we have here from Marichu Ibarrientos Cesar. What program can you recommend for caregivers? Thank you.
That's a great question. Thank you so much, Marichu. And I have a great announcement, mga Kuyas, and sa ating audience. Anytime soon, we will offer a new program which is relevant or related sa caregiver, yung tinatanong ni Marichu. That's Healthcare Assistant Diploma. Napansin nyo guys, present ko, wala pong health sciences programs like practical nursing, pharmacy technician, kasi currently in-offer lang siya sa mga domestic students or mga Canadians. Pero ito yung actually not pinakauna kasi yung optician related guys. Pero ito talaga maraming naghihintay. Healthcare Assistant Diploma, related to caregiving, related to nursing, and that will be offered for winter or January 2023. The information of which will be available in the next few days or in the next few days. Malapit na siyang i-roll out. Inform ko po agad. Yes.
Yeah, see, advance. We have the first-hand information.
We heard it here first.
Pero if I may add, Kuya Nikki, pero guys, hindi po yun magtatanggap ng Duolingo because as we all know, if it's a health science program, it's a competence-based program. And therefore, because it's really taking care of the patient, right? So we will accept IELTS, TOEFL, but not Duolingo. Sabi ko nga kasi it's the easiest online English exam. Therefore, if it will be offered soon and gusto niyo talagang mag-aral ng healthcare assistant diploma sa BCC, you must start get the English test result. Kasi isang section lang ito and 20 to 25 students lang ang component. So pauna talaga. And I'm always marami ang naghihintay ng program na ito.
Yes. And actually, ito, good thing that you mentioned about taking IELTS. No, wag po natin katakutan yung IELTS. Meron po kasi parang, nakaset up sa mind ng mga kababayan natin. Ay, may IELTS. Diba? Kuya Mikmik can attest to this na hindi po natin malulusutan yung IELTS talaga. No.
Wala pong kawala yung IELTS unless pinakasalang kayo tsaka refugee kayo.
Ayun. Take it. Kasi kung may chance kayo i-take it. First is, it is part of the requirement. Second, this will also gauge yourself kung saan ba talaga yung English proficiency, status mo. And then kung ma-assess mo na, and then that's the time that ito pala yung kailangan kong itasan yung listening ba, reading, or speaking. Kasi hindi pwede yung kung kailan ka mag-apply ng PR, din ka lang mag-take. Paano pag saktong, sabi nga, kahit na magaling ka, pagdating sa exam mismo, na-blackout ka. Mentally, diba?
That's true. Maraming beses na nangyari yun, Kuya Nikki.
Yeah, so, wag nating katakutan yung IELTS kasi we are, siguro hindi naman tayo first na English country, but hindi naman tayo nagpapatalo. We know how to comprehend, read, write. We just need to practice. Wag natin isipin na exam yan, tawag ito, kalaban natin yung exam. Kumbaga, it's part of it, it's part of the system. Sabi ni Kuya Mikmik, pag mag-apply ka ng PR, talagang mag-take ka ng IELTS. No? So, hindi naman pwedeng, doon na ako mag-take kasi, nasa Canada na ako. But like I said, if you want to apply for specific programs that requires IELTS, don't be afraid to apply for an IELTS. Kasi, makakatulong din. There are other schools din na they have scholarship if you have a good grades in IELTS. So that will also benefit you guys. Yun. Next question I have here from Joan Villanueva Chua. For business and project management, do you still accept applications for September 2022 intake? What is the admission requirement?
So thank you for that question, Joanne. Unfortunately, we're no longer accepting applications to business and project management for fall or September 2022. This program is just so competitive and very popular, lalo na sa mga Filipinos. Alam nyo bang ang number of students dito sa business and project management, dominant na ang Filipinos versus the other nationality na for the longest time, yun yung pinakamaraming student population sa program. So this one, the seats run out very quickly, and therefore we only accept applications for winter or January 2023. And if you want to secure a seat, Joanne, you have to apply the soonest because baka magpuno na yung January and ang next intake na natin summer spring. Now, what are the admission requirements? Kindly note of the following. These are the application requirements. Of course, the VC application form, your education documents, specifically your college transcript and college diploma, valid passport. So, kung expired na ang passport and applicable ito sa lahat ng programs, okay lang yon na expired, but you have to attach a proof of renewal. Alright? Kung nag-undergo kayo ng renewal, i-attach niyo yun. Certification that English is the medium of instruction, and lastly, the application fee of 145 CAD. Just talk to Kuya Nick and Kuya Mikmik at Ate Oshi, and they can help you obtain a letter of offer for you to secure a seat in this program.
Yeah, like what Israna said, reach out to us kasi we have something also that we can offer you guys that can help you out financially. It's not that big, but it could be a big help. Yeah. So, refresh ko lang. Once again, guys, for nursing, dami kasing mga posts regarding health-related programs. As of now, wala pa po siyang programs related to health care. But hopefully, may darating tayo na program. But like I said, maghintay lang tayo ng announcement. Yun. Okay. Ito naman, galing kay Winzel IZ. Yung CAD at saka BIM, 2 years course po ba may IRS din po? Anong band score po ang required?
So yes po, ang CAD BIM, it's a 2-year program. And kung magtitake ka ng IELTS academic, it requires overall 6.5, no band less than 6.0 in all areas. All right, so overall 6.5, no band less than 6.0. If you will choose to take Duolingo, we will require a minimum score of 150. So yun po, Wenzel.
Yes.
I-teach ko lang ulit yung program na yan. BCC is one of the very few schools in Canada, if not one of the 2 or 3 schools, offering steel construction modeling, which is one of the specialties or specializations of CAD and BIM, which means immediately when the student finishes the program, guaranteed yung employment. It is 100% employment rate. So, great choice talaga siya if your ultimate goal in studying is really finding a job after program completion. So, we still accept applications sa fall or September 2022. Baka mapuno na. Speak with Kuya Nikki. Apply na kayo agad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ms. Rona, just to add lang din, na-mention mo kasi puno na yung September 2022. Is January or May 2023 open na po ba for the student to can apply as early as today?
So yes po, currently ang available intakes natin para sa mga students na walang study permit, it's fall 2022 pero super kaunti na lang ang seats. And ang programs na nag-accept ng applications, specifically Canadian Business Management, Hospitality Management, Accounting, CAD and BIM. The rest of the programs, we offer around 60 programs. Open na siya for applications sa winter or January 2023. So apply na kayo agad para habang may seats pa kasi there are programs that are really competitive. the likes of culinary arts, baking, early childhood care, business, and project management.
Yes, thank you. And may question dito, kakapasa si Maria Entrada. I know there's no age limit sa visa processing, but for the school itself, do you guys require an age limit to be an international student?
So if you're pertaining of maximum age limit, definitely we don't have a maximum age limit. There's no problem obtaining a letter of offer or letter of acceptance at BCC. But of course, the challenge, or you have to anticipate na explaining a certain age, let's say you're in your late 50s, would happen when you write your study plan or statement of purpose. Kuya Migmig here is the expert on that area.
Yeah.
So wala pong maximum age
Maybe
limit.
Kuya Vic can share some idea regarding those applicants natin na nasa age
So,
higher.
for applicants na who are a few generations ahead of us in terms of
Maganda
age,
yun ah.
mga nauna sa atin ng a few generations, there's no impact in your application. Ako nga, may classmate nun, 54 years old eh. From, saan ba siya? Russia or Brazil. Gusto lang niya talagang mag-aral kasi specialization in his career. Marami naman kasing mga corporate leaders na they still have to study. And this is a realistic scenario. May mga, hindi naman uncommon yung mga mature students talaga. But if you are thinking of studying as a pathway, at 50 years old, for example, keep in mind there are provincial nominations na ang cut of 55 years old. But there are other pathways possible for you. So, hindi naman necessaryong sa provincial nomination kayo. Pwede naman sa Canadian Experience class, or hopefully when TR to PR becomes a permanent program, that is also something you can explore.
Ayun. Thank you very much, bro. At least yan, klaro po. Nawala pong hindi po batayan ng edad sa pag
Hindi. Siguro ang siguro ang possible challenge lang dito, Kuya Nick, kung hindi masyadong techie si ate tsaka si kuya. But I think kung yung mama ko nga marunong mag-computer, so I guess yung mga mas bata sa kanila walang problema.
Yeah. And just to share din mo, a lot of local Canadians are trying to go back to school, no? Just to keep them siguro in line sa mga current trend.
Yes.
You want it to be updated. So lalo na sa BCC, Miss Rona, since you mentioned na mayroon kayong magiging kaklase na local Canadians. Tama, hindi lang siya purely international student. Kumbaga, you will be interacting with the local Canadians. So that's good. Kasi nga, you will learn the culture din. Hindi lang, sa Canada kasi, iba-ibang culture kasi, the diversity is so, diverse. Kumbaga, ang dami talaga. Hindi lang pwedeng puro Canadian lang. Mayroon na tayo from China, from Korea, from other countries that you can, maganda naman yun, it's so nice to study in a school na marami kang culture na matutunan. And you will gain friends or maybe lovers. Sabi ko palagi nga, sinasabi ni Kuya Mikmik, get married for the right reason.
Pero totoo naman, maraming students na nakakagusto sa kapwa student minsan.
Yes. Ang daming nabubuo. Ang dami rin nabubuo. But still, wag naman. Sabi ni Kuya Mikmik is, know your reason why you're here. At the same time, married for the right reason.
Marry for the right reason.
Lahat ng mga single dyan, naka-Valentine's ka lang.
Parang hindi lang study and immigration advice ang pwedeng i-share ng ating mga kuyas.
And we have seen it all.
Yes. Minsan nga, naging ginong sa kasal at sa bindang namin kami. So yun, next natin is from Christine Casas. I'm planning to winter intake. Is it too early to start processing now? I think for the LOA, it's open na. Like what Miss Rona said, open na yung January 2023 for intake. For the immigration naman na side, bro, is it too early to process?
For immigration side, kung let's say January pasok mo, now's a good time to start. Kasi ang ayaw niyo mangyari mga unforeseen events na, for example, nag-lockdown, may documents kayong hindi makuha, may mga requirements na hindi niyo ma-fulfill simply because there's limited time slots available. So, okay lang. Tayo personally, may mga 2024 na nga tayo na nagsisimula ngayon as early as now for their
Tama.
visa applications. So, preparation is key.
Yes, tama po yan. Kami dati, it took us a year and a half before kami nag-apply talaga. Kumbaga, pero preparations, it could be more than a year. Kasi nga, dapat planado talaga lahat. Hindi yung next month mag-apply na ako, parang ganun lang. So, it should be planned. No? Even like what Kuya Mikpik always said na you plan for your permanent residency, not just the study visa. No? Kasi nga, ang dami nang lumapit kay Kuya Mikmik na humingi ng tulong, Kuya. We were told by our agency na ganito lang, mapi-PR na kami, which is, yun nga, sad to say, din talaga na they were misled. No? And siguro mga false promises.
Yeah.
Madali lang makahanap ng employer dyan, which is not true, lalo na with the pandemic right now.
And Kuya Nikki, i-add ko lang po sa question ni Christine, para lang ma-stress yung sense of urgency na mag-apply po kayo agad, sa VCC, nire-require namin yung proof of study permit approval 1.5 months before your class starts. So kung target mo, Christine, ay winter or January, we need you to submit the proof of your study permit approval on November 15th, which means malapit na yun. That's why you really have to start applying now. Get an LOO, LOA, then apply for a study permit.
Well, there you go. That's a very strong strong factor to consider.
Yeah. And sabi niya yung mga unforeseen events, just in case na ma-refuse ka, you still have time to reapply. No, if you will apply earlier. Yun. So ito, once again, guys, we don't have any programs for health-related muna. Ang dami kasi nagtatanong, mga nurse po kami, ano po pwedeng program po sa VCC. So, let's wait for the official announcement for the new program. Okay.
You might want to consider, Kuya Nikki, yung optician, although very specialized siya sa eyes. Eye specialist siya, pero licensed health science profession yun. So you might want to consider that, guys, as well.
And malaki sweldo.
Yun. I don't know, from Mon Supremo Mon, my stat po was Business General September 2022 intake.
So as I speak, we still accept applications to Business Management Post-Degree Diploma, which is formerly Canadian Business Management. We still accept applications for fall or September 2022. Pero apply ka na agad mo kasi papuno na yon. You will ask, what is the program about? It's you gaining a solid foundation sa finance, administration, and management. So that has 100% employment rate according to the alumni or yung graduates program na yon. And I really recommend you to take that program. May co-op din.
Oh, speaking of co-op pala, Ms. Rona, double check ko lang, is the school will provide a co-op work for, sila ba mga school ba maghanap ng co-op jobs for the students? Or is it paid ba or unpaid co-op?
So it's a very good question. Most programs na may co-op, it's really the school helping the students set up or find an employer, a company where they can have their co-op or practical. So That happens in most programs or sa halos lahat naman. In terms, with regard to the question whether it's paid or unpaid, karamihan unpaid because ang co-op, it's just it's less than 50% of the program duration. Siguro mga 2 weeks lang siya. Most co-op or practical. So they're not paid because they're really intended for you to gain a Canadian experience, work experience. You apply, yung natutunan niyo sa program. There may be a few programs na paid, but I would say just to manage your expectations because I don't want to overpromise or sugarcoat, generally unpaid siya. But the school helps the students or BC helps the students find an employer where they can have their co-op.
Yun, at least klaro po sa lahat. Yan. And for the LOA processing, do you have a timeline kung if SUN-COR will submit the application today? Like how many, the expectation, like is it a week or 2 weeks maximum before they can get the LOA?
So that's a very good question. Ang average processing time ng BCC ay 16 business days, or that's roughly 2 weeks, all right? There may be times or months na dahil sa dami ng nag-a-apply at daming inquiries, yung turnaround time, tumatagal siya mga, let's say, 1 month or 1.5. But expect that at this point, it's 16 business days. So it's not a busy month. Malapit nang mag-March. March is a very busy month kasi magsasubmit yung mga students ng study permit, which means mag-move yung mga seats. May mag-defer yung wala pang study permit. And tatagal ang ating processing time. What I'm telling you is, ngayong February ang best time to apply ASAP while it's still not hectic. Alright? Makakakuha kayo agad ng letter of offer within the turnaround time. That's 16 business days.
Thank you. And just a follow-up again, Ms. Lorna. Does VCC require a down payment or they just need to pay the first semester?
So, we require an initial deposit. Ang process niyan, guys, mag-apply with the help of SUN-COR. You will send your complete application package. If there's a seat available and you're qualified, you will get a letter of offer within 16 business days. For you to accept the seat offer, you have to pay the initial deposit. And you will ask how much. It varies depending on the program. It can be as low as, let's say, 6,700 or 100, as high as around 17,000. So it varies then yung initial deposit sa regular scheme at saka sa SDS or sa 1-year tuition. Once you pay the initial deposit, then you automatically receive a letter of acceptance or LOA. Then you can now apply for a study permit. Okay, so that's the process.
Yeah. So should I say the deposit is the first semester?
So the initial deposit covers your tuition for the first sem, definitely, or first term.
Okay.
So understandably, guys, bayad na kayo sa first term kapag nagbayad na kayo ng initial deposit. There is a non-refundable fee around 5,000 to 6,000 CAD. Pero makukuha niyo yun kung na-deny yung study permit niyo. Ang ibabawas lang ng BCC 250 administrative fee. Pero kung suddenly gusto niyo mag-withdraw sa program or sa BCC, whimsical yung reason. Gusto niyo mag-aral na lang sa United States, sa UK, sa Australia, sa New Zealand. Suddenly gusto niyo mag-withdraw. That's the time na hindi makukuha yung non-refundable fee. So you really have to carefully decide. Do I want to study at BCC in this program? Then, ang you will ask, guys, kailan kayo next magbabayad? It's always 1 month before the next intake. So kung halimbawa mag-start kayo ng September 2022, bayad na kayo sa term na yon. Ang next yung payment is winter na, di ba? Or January. So you have to pay by December. So it's always a month before the classes start.
Medyo malinaw yan sa lahat. It's part of our individual's due diligence, lalo na sa mga nag-DIY, to check the refund policy of the school. No? Kailangan alamin natin yon. Hindi natin pwedeng iasa lang sa agency. Kasi nga, sometimes yung agency hindi na-mention, tapos mabibigla kayo na sudden change of plans, baka masayang yung pera.
So siguro po yan, Nikki, sorry to add. In the immigration point of view naman, mas malaki din yung chance kung nagbayad kayo ng tuition fee in terms of your application. Kasi it shows na seryoso talaga kayo mag-aaral kasi binayadan niyo na yung school. With respect to the school itself, si VCC po kasi very popular yung school and we have to respect na nag-commit tayo. So we pay kasi kawawa naman yung gusto makapasok tapos biglang nakuha niyo yung slot ng iba tapos ayaw niyo na.
Yes. So, like other schools, VCC is a public funded college. It's a community college. So, most of their programs na offer, like you mentioned 60 programs. These are the programs that what Vancouver is asking. That's why ito yung mga programs na nila. So, sabi nga ni Ms. Rona, ang daming, that's why pag graduate nyo, there will be job opportunities. No, kasi nga, hindi basta-basta lang nag-offer yung school because they want to offer a program. Like example, yung sinabi ng Shona, yung sa health program kasi marami ng demand ngayon sa that's why they're trying to open up. And for sure, the long run then marami pang new programs na we offer in PCC. Lalo na they're located at the heart of Vancouver. And sila lang po ang school nandun sa Vancouver na public funded. Ayun. Tsaka ang ganda ng ang ganda ng campus niyo. No. Ayun, meron tayo dito. Ayun, meron po bang follow-up question dun sa LOA? Meron bang once I get the LOO, how many days can I pay the tuition fee or the deposit?
That's a very good question. I think the person who asked is really keen na talaga na mag-study.
Yes.
So, very detailed na ang tanong niya. So, upon receipt of the letter of offer, you have 2 weeks to settle the initial deposit. You will say, masyado namang maikli ang deadline ng payment. You can request for an extension. That's possible. And VCC usually extends for 2 more weeks kung kailangan mo talaga ng extension. Or sometimes you tell us when you can pay. Wag naman yung after 3 months, mga ganon, or 2 months. Siguro mga max of 1 month, possible pa yon, or 1.5 probably. Depende kung ang program ay competitive. Kasi kung competitive siya, marami talaga ang nag-aagawan ng makakuha ng seat. So VCC cannot, give you more deadline kasi ang daming naghihintay and willing to pay. Alright? So that's the answer, 2 weeks po.
Yeah. So, talaga, if you're really serious, then paying the tuition fee should not be an issue. No, kasi nga, this is part of the application talaga as an international student. Talagang you need to invest money. Hindi na natin sabihin na sandali lang kasi yung pahulugan ko, hindi pa. Ayun.
Tsaka this is also a good test of your financial readiness. Kung ready ba talaga kayo mag-aral o hindi. Kasi kung sa deposit pa lang medyo alangan na tayo, it gives you an indication kung ready na ba tayo o next semester dapat.
Ito yung sinasabi ni Kuya Mikmik na tinatanggal namin yung show money na term kasi nga it should not be a show money. It's a proof of funds or funds to bring here in Canada.
Funds to bring in Canada, yes.
Yeah. Kasi nga medyo tayo na yung show money. Which is, kasi yung tuition fee, hindi mo pinipakita lang babayaran mo yan Tsaka dito po, walang installment po Hindi pwede mag-monthly, wala ding promissory note na pag mag-exam, pipila kayo, wala pong ganun.
Yes.
At saka, most of all guys, lahat ng mga international students na currently, at saka yung mag-apply pa lang, studying here in Canada is a privilege po. And where it's not cheap to study, it's expensive, we're going to be spending a lot of money. Please don't take it for granted. Kasi nga, wala po nakalagay na work visa sa study visa natin. 20 hours of work is just an optional. Hindi po natin pwedeng sabihin sa teacher na bumagsak po ako kasi may trabaho po ako. Magtanong kayo, may bumabagsak ba? Yes, meron pong bumabagsak. And ano yung mga effect pag bumabagsak? It's either mag-extend ka, and then kung may prerequisite yung program namin, yung subject na binagsak
delay kayo.
Yun nga, it would be costly. Really take the studying here kind of seriously. No, also to set expectation para talaga kayong bumalik sa college. No?
Actually, mas mahirap ng konti, Kuya Nicky, kasi yung demand mas intensive yung learning sa Canada. As in, ipupukpok talaga sa'yo yung tinuturo sa'yo. So yung iba na, some students, they had a grand plan na, mag-work ako ganito, 20 hours per week. Once the school started, saka reality sinks in na demanding pala yung school. There's a reason bakit 20 hours lang. Kasi gustuhin nyo mang sumobra, hindi rin capable yung katawan natin in terms of balancing yung school demands. Imagine every day may homework, tapos may test every week, may mga projects, presentations. Sa school project pa lang, pag kailangan pumunta kayo sa field, so paano kayo magto 20 hours kung lagi kayo nasa field? So, keep that in mind.
To add on that, bro, kasi nga, marami tayong student na, kaya ko namang kita. May sweldo na ako, 20 hours per week. Wala po tayong assurance na 20 hours yung makukuha natin per week. No, ideally po, swerte na po tayo kung makapag 15 to 16 hours tayo. No? Kaya doon, sabi nga, huwag niyong bilangin yung sisiyo pag yung itlog hindi pa napipisa. Kasi nag-compute na kayo kung ba, 20 hours, so 15 hours per hour. 20 hours per week, 15 hours yung minimum wage per hour. So 300 now per week. Tandaan niyo po, may tax pang bawas yun. Wala po tayong kasiguraduhan na makukuha natin yung 20 hours. So, just to be prepared, talagang kailangan may baon tayo. No? Swerte yung may mga partner, mga OWP, kasi pwede sila mag-work full-time, which is makakatulong talaga. No? Makakatulong sa next semester na tuition fee. Basta wag lang tayo mamili ng work. No? Ang may mga tanong kasi dito, with the pandemic right now, marami bang work? Yes, maraming work. Basta wag lang tayo mapili. No? We start somewhere. Kahit si Kuya Migmin din, nag-start somewhere din sa hindi field niya. Or hindi field namin yung work, yung first jobs na.
Ako nung summer, nagtinda ako sa isang home improvement store. Mga binibit-bit ko yung mga 40-pound stone.
Ayun. So, guys, the expectation lang, no? Canada, hindi po na, swerte in 20 hours. Ayun. Check mo natin si Miss Rona kasi medyo marami na tanong natin sa kanya, and I know you're not feeling well kasi nga
No, I'm okay. I have to be
not feeling well pa? Bakit parang papuntang party yung itsura?
Sabi nga,
hindi halata.
I woke up like this.
I look forward to talaga itong session ko with you guys. So I am fully energized to answer more questions.
Yes. So,
woke up like this lang si Miss Rona.
So you guys, i-flex ko lang din yung promotion namin sa SUN-COR before we go anywhere else. So in partnership with, once again, directly partnered kami sa Vancouver Community College.
Yes.
In partnership, so we are LOA assistance for free. Free po, wala po kayong babayaran sa SUN-COR for having an LOA. You just need to pay the $145 na application fee. So pag kumuha po kayo ng LOA for SUN-COR and have your visa approved through DIY, you will get a cashback of $200 Canadian then. But if you will get the service of Kuya Mikmik for availing for the visa assistance, which he's one of the experts of having your visa approved, may cashback po kayong $500 Canadian. No? This applies on, I think, sa January, kung meron pang September, pero January 2023. Ayun. So once again, if you are interested, please feel free to contact SUN-COR or me. And this is one way for us to give back to our kababayans, to share a little bit of something. No? 200 is not much, but it could be a 1-month grocery. It could be $500. It could be 1 month rent. So, ayun. If you have any questions, just contact us. And by the way, the $145 application fee, we will reimburse it on top of the $200 then, or the $500. So we will reimburse that once your visa is approved. Ayun. So if you have any questions, just feel free to contact SUN-COR or Kuya Nikki. Ayan. And if you have any troubles, especially yung mga nag-hesitant mag-DIY, you can also book a consultation with Kuya Mikmik kung ano ba yung options nyo. Kasi si Kuya Mikmik also have consultation that you can get that matutulungan kayo kung may other options pa or sino ba talaga dapat sa inyo mag-aaral. No? Is it the spouse or the husband or the wife? Okay, or baka naman may other options pa rather than study visa. No? Ayun. Nung pag-refresh ko, ang dami naman bago. Daming questions. So once again, wala po tayong health-related programs for now. At first, hindi na po namin masagot lahat.
Yung optician. Pero yung optician diploma.
Oh yeah, aside from kasi most of the questions dito is nursing. Gusto naman yung mga nursing related. I think we do have EC, right? Early childhood education.
Yes. So that's a
yes,
very
I think that's the only program that we can relate. Probably, bro, for mga health practitioners natin. Lalo na yung mga caregivers, teachers.
Yung optician kasi very in demand naman. I mean, lahat tayo eventually lalabo mata natin. So
malabo na nga, bro. Ayun, no?
This is a service we need.
Ayun. Ito galing kay Miss Dijin Monteser. Hello po, newbie po ako. Ask ko lang po kung ano pang first step for applying a student visa. Ang mother and kapatid ko po ay nandyan na po sa Ontario. Dijin, just contact me and we can discuss what are your options and to start. Basically, the first step is talk to SUN-COR. That's the first step. Yan. So, yung average tuition fee pala, galing to follow-up question ni Winziel IZ. How much is the average tuition fee for CAD siguro at saka BIM? For 2 years?
So, yes po. So, for CAD and BIM, ang 2 years, total, ang estimate tuition fee for 2 years po ay 39,728. That's almost 40,000. You might say mataas because like what I said before, this is a program that has 100% employment rate, very in demand ang mga CAD and BIM drafting technicians sa Canada, and DCC is in partnership with businesses that actually hire our graduates. So you really have to invest, but the return is really positive. It's really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So, guys, reiterate ko lang, yung fee ng SUN-COR is just the LOA assistance. Yung visa processing, nandyan si Kuya Mikmik, he has a fee for the visa processing. He will do everything. Pati pag-edit ng SOP, pag-submit ng forms, and everything sa mga pag-arrange ng document, pag-upload, yun. So he has the fee for it, and if you want to know how much the fee for the visa processing, let us know.
The best person to ask is Kuya Nikki.
I can share to you guys, but like I said, if you will avail the visa processing of Kuya Mikmik, you will get, once your visa approved, you will get a 500 Canadian dollars cashback. Ayun.
I think nagka-typo lang ng maliit yung kanina, pero I guess everybody knows naman there's a fee for our visa processing.
Ayun. Oh, yan. Ito, may shoutout tayo from Nolin Kaunan Ravina. Hi po from Dubai. Hello. Yun. Watch out po sa Dubai. The Kuyas are secret. We'll announce it siguro this year din.
Announce natin. Basta makikita nyo na lang kami kung nasaan man kami.
Nasa Dubai na kami. Ayun. I think we cover most of the questions.
Siguro
We'll
may
try
isang
to.
question, Kuya Nikki, about old curriculum. I'm not sure kung
Oh
na-cover.
yeah, I think na-explain to ni Ms. Rona, pero we can reiterate na lang, Ms. Rona, to follow up. How about those old curriculum at saka yung may mga gap ng pag-aaral? For example, last 20 years pa ako nag-aral, or may, some na-mention mo rin kasi sa ano mo to na some programs requires na may experience ka dapat before you can take those programs. Going muna tayo dun sa first question is, yun nga, if I am a high school graduate from the old curriculum, hindi po ako nakapag-college, do I still have a chance to apply in BCC?
I think si Miss Maria Andrada yung nagtanong nito.
Yeah.
So yung mga mature students, ang understanding ko, correct me if I'm wrong mga Kuyas, these are the students who are part of the old curriculum. Tama po ba? Who underwent 4 years of secondary education, just like us. Kung nag-high school kayo mga Kuya sa Philippines. So for mature students, guys, yes, you can definitely study at BCC. May mga programs kami, for example, highest educational attainment nyo is grade 10 or 4th year high school. May mga programs kaming pwede nyo applyan. That what makes BCC distinct kasi reasonable ang admission requirements. So yung mga grade 10 graduates or 4th year high school graduates, you can apply sa culinary arts, baking, cosmetology, graphic design. All right? So those, to name a few of the programs. Then, let's say ang program nag-require ng grade 12 graduation. Okay? And of course, 4th year high ka and you have 4 years in college. Definitely qualified ka. Kasi ang grade 12 graduation is equivalent to completion of 2-year post-secondary education, which is completion of the second year college or 2-year, post-secondary diploma. Then, what if may study gap ka? Still, you can apply at BCC. Very reasonable admission requirement. We don't require naman na dapat consistent ang nag-aral, which is typical naman most of the students, but it's not really a requirement. So long that you get the diploma or you have the grades, then you're encouraged to apply at BCC.
Ayan.
Ayun, malinaw na maliwanag. Ayun. So, once again, hindi po hadlang ang mga old curriculum graduate. Sakit man tanggapin na sabi ni Ms. Lola, kung saan tayo graduate.
Di ba tayo K-12?
Oo.
Ako malapit-lapit na ako sa K-12 mga
Ayun.
Ako lang hindi K-12, basta hindi K-9.
Shoutout po na kay Ling from South Korea. Hello po. Dumadami na yung viewers natin.
One of my dream places na mapuntahan.
Yeah. So, ano pa ba tayo? From Cebu din, shoutout daw kay Alexander Quito, Kapampangan kayo po. Yan, hello po from Pampanga. Merong puro mga shoutout yung mga dito. Japan, hello po ng mga viewers natin. And yeah, I'm trying to choose na lang yung mga so average tuition fee po, like I said, the best source po talaga is the website. Doon po ang pwede nating i-check po talaga. And it's part of our to learn more kasi nandun na rin yung mga subjects na available intakes, what are the inclusions of the tuition fee. So ito po yung importante pala, Ms. Rona. Ano ba po yung inclusion dun sa tuition fee? Kumbaga, yung books ba nandun na? Or may bus card ba? Or insurance is already included?
So that's a very good question, Kuya Nikki. No? There are, of course, inclusions kapag binayaran niyo yung initial deposit or yung tuition for a specific term. For example, it includes yung medical and dental, UPass. UPass is the Universal Transit System na nagbibigay ng discounted pamasahe or discounted rates sa mga students.
Wow.
Yes. So, sa programs na, for example, may uniform that may include the uniform. So, let me, for example, cite an example sa hospitality. Yung mga interested dito sa hospitality, ito yung covered ng tuition ninyo. So, it covers, of course, meron kasing student union. Okay? So, yun yung group of student ng mga students. May college initiative, campus resource, medical, dental, I mentioned UPass, and of course, the graduation fee. So, nandun naman sa website namin po, vcc.ca/international. Punta kayo sa specific program, makita nyo na yung breakdown ng mga fees. Bakit kayo nagbabayad ng certain amount and saan yun pupunta. Take note guys, ang website namin, vcc.ca/international. May na-confuse kasi pumupunta lang sa vcc.ca, hindi yun for international students, for domestic students yun. So doon tayo sa may /international.
Yun. So, once again, the best source is visit the website. Andun po lahat. Bakit namin to i-reiterate? Kasi nga po, a lot of schools are offering less tuition fee, pero hindi po naka-disclose what are the inclusion. So, end up, baka mabigla kayo pagdating nyo dito. Mas mahal pa pala yung binayaran mo kasi hindi pa kasama yung insurance, hindi pa kasama yung bus, ano pa lang, di ba bro? Nasa, I think,
100 to 150 per month na agad yun eh.
So that's gonna be almost $2,000 a year. Diba? And,
yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Dito kasi sa Canada, anything that you can get a discount or save money, talagang i-grab natin. No? Basta legal lang, no? In a legal way, no? So, ang daming mga videos na namin ni Kuya Mitmik yung mga diskarte, how to save money.
Money tipid tips natin.
Yes. So, meron kami mga ano. And then we're gonna still continue doing it, no? Every now and then, nagpa-pop up live kami. Especially pag biglang nag-grocery kami. Sasabihin namin, ganito yan. Pag may sale, bili kayo kasi mas makakatipid kayo pag you will buy bulk. So, yun. So, I guess we already addressed most of the questions that they have. Ito na lang, last na lang. Kasi very particular siya sa program na to. Optimist po ako. Graduated 2098. Pwede po ba akong mag-enroll po sa optician diploma?
Definitely yes. Actually, it's your perfect program kasi ang industry mo or line of work, profession, or background is already related to eye care profession. All right? So definitely you are qualified to optician diploma to apply. And we are now accepting applications sa fall or September or January. Mamili ka. Sa fall na lang para mas nasa Canada in September.
Kami na bahala sa LOA mo. Yan. So si Marian or Ocaron. So yun, just reach out SUN-COR, Marian, and we'll try to help you out. And then, yun nga, it's just so unfair lang talaga na tayo mga professional na sa Pilipinas, pagdating dito, we end up doing something na hindi natin na-practice. But like I said, this is a lot of opportunity and daming skills na na-develop din dito na hindi mo akalain na you're skilled for it. No? Basta maging open-minded lang talaga tayo na learn to accept new skills, learn to embrace new yung mga opportunities na dumadaan sa buhay natin dito sa Canada. Huwag natin i-close na, IT ako, dapat IT lang dapat ako. Or nurse, health-related, dapat health-related na. No?
Or worse, manager ako, dapat manager ako.
Yes. Yun ba? Yung supervisor ako. Yes. Yun lang, just to set an expectation lang. No? If you can get a good position when you came, by all means, swerte ka po. But, don't expect na makakuha ka agad ng work. Lalo na mga nag-graduate din na students, don't expect na makakuha agad ng work related sa trabaho natin. Kasi hindi lang naman sa kalaban natin yung mga local Canadians. It's also pandemic na. So, a lot of establishment nagsara, affected din. And syempre, most of the establishment, lalo na yung Canada, they always prioritize yung local din muna nila, not unless that you're very skilled. And like I said, this is the best time to showcase our skill. Is through employment, talagang let's start from the bottom and let us show them na ano yung mga skills natin na they can,
Tsaka employers can quickly recognize if somebody is skilled.
Yes.
Personal story, not to lift myself up, pero kunyari sa work ko, in 1 year, 3 beses ako na notice and move positions. So, other Filipinos can do the same.
Yeah. At saka, ano pa bro, this is shoutout sa lahat ng mga Pilipino. Employers here in Canada,
Yes.
mas gusto nila ang
Yes.
Pinoy. So, tandaan natin yan. We had siguro na-establish na natin yun na meron tayong extra effort when we do our jobs.
Saka gusto ng mga employers dito, Kuya Nikki, yung mga Pinoy kasi ano daw, laging masaya. So positive environment yung dinadala nila lagi sa workplace.
Yun nga. Dati nga nung nag-work ako sa factory, no, kasi pagdating ko dito, alam mo yung tipong saktong 7 a.m. kasi night shift ako. Labasan na. Ang mga Pinoy talagang nililinis mo na yung station, no? But yung ibang ibang lahi, talagang kung saktong oras na bibitawan nila, hayaan nila kung anong sabi niya, let the second shifter do the rest. Kaya yun, isa din sa mga gustong-gusto nila. Kasi nga, yung clean as you go. Kasi nga, tayo naman, we were trained to be like that. Most of us, nag-start tayo sa mga fast food chain. Ako, proud to be Jollibee and ako. And doon tayo train talaga din. Even hindi lang nun, pati sa magulang natin, we were trained to really do best in our jobs. So again, Miss Rona, thank you very much again for sharing your Friday evening. I hope that you will feel better.
Hindi talaga halata.
Yun nga, na-share kasi niya bro what happened over the past few days. But kasi with the pandemic right now, nobody wants to be sick. Ayun.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kuya Nikki.
And belated Happy Valentine's pala. No?
Ayun.
Happy nga ba?
Kayo hindi na po ako mag-attend ng session.
Pressure tuloy.
Pero maraming salamat po for inviting me.
Can you say something for our viewers then to invite BCC?
Sure. Well, first off, guys, thank you so much to all our audience tonight. Maraming salamat sa sa pag-attend, sa panunood ng live na info session na ito. I hope you gained something that could help you decide kung kailan kayo mag-aaral, which program. And remember guys, huwag niyo nang i-delay yung study plan nyo na mag-aaral sa Canada. I mentioned kanina, tumataas ang tuition every year. So habang affordable pa siya, mag-aaral na kayo. Alright? And of course, to our Kuya Nikki and Kuya Mikmik, maraming salamat po ulit for having BCC. You know what? I really commend this SUN-COR, si Kuya Nikki and Kuya Mikmik, because very authentic, very genuine yung kanilang mga pag-advise sa prospective international students because they themselves were former international students. So they're very much credible guys. They really can help you and they share real life stories. And that's something na, rare. And natutuwa ako, may mga cashback pa sila, no? So tutulungan na kayo, may cashback pa kayo. Saan kayo makakakita nila, no? Really, I'm already endorsing you. They're a very good partner of BCC. They can definitely help you fulfill your study and immigration plan sa Canada.
Okay. So thank you then for really the partnership with BCC and SUN-COR. We hope that we can double the numbers. Hopefully, it's not about the money side, but to help our kababayan talaga. Yun yung advocacy ng SUN-COR. So kaya kami lang yung agency na namimigay ng $500 that we can afford kasi nga we wanted to share and ramdam din namin yun nung kami nag-umpisa dito. Talagang mahirap kung sa mahirap pero with the help with your Kuyas and ate, nandito po kami para tulungan kayo.
Yes.
So, Ms. Rona, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And
yes, thank you so much.
God bless and stay safe always.
Thank you, Ms. Rona.
Have a great weekend, guys. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye, Ms.
Bye-bye.
Rona.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Ayun.
Thank you very much. So So
Siguro
once
ko
again,
may isang question dito na immigration related. Nasa na ba siya? So ang question nila, what if nag-tour tapos dito na ito, si Miss Gina Mendoza. So may question si Miss Gina Mendoza. What if meron silang multiple entry tourist visa? And pumunta na sila ng Canada at dito nag-change ng status. Possible ba? Yes, possible. Higher chance of approval, it still depends on your financial capacity and the logic behind your studies. But if you were to do this, mas maganda po na you time it right na yung 6 months legal stay ninyo, yung target intake ninyo, and yun, yung mga bagay, those are some of the few things you have to consider. In the place to stay, of course, while waiting, you are spending money on living expenses. You cannot work while you are in the process of your study permit application kahit inland. So,
yes.
possible, pero you have to be financially ready din. Hindi pa po kayo covered ng provincial medical health benefits kahit na nag-apply na kayo. So, yun po. So, yun si Miss Gina Mendoza.
Bro, I just wanted to share din yung experience namin yesterday. Kasi may newcomer tayo from SUN-COR din. From your, alaga mo rin. Newcomers natin kahapon. Dumating dito and during their first week, the OWP find a full-time job, nahanap siyang full-time job.
Wow.
And
congrats.
tinulungan natin na makakuha sila ng UHIP, yung Ontario Health Insurance Plan. Para ito po ay parang PhilHealth. Usually kasi dati, it takes 3 months.
90 days to 90 days of working yata to qualify. Yes. Pero ngayong pandemic yata parang they made it easier.
Mm-hmm. Yun nga, hindi na kailangan yung 3 months or 90 days na yun of work as long as you can provide a letter of employment stating that the company will hire you for the next 6 months, at least full-time po kayo. Dapat nandun po talaga yung as full-time employee for the next 6 months.
Yeah, you have to find proof kasi syempre you have to be a taxpayer din to qualify siguro for the benefit, just to be fair.
Yun nga, nakuha nila, wala mang 10 minutes. Yun. Kasi marami nagtatanong bakit kami hindi pa na, kasi nga, pupunta kayo sa website, nakalagay naman talaga doon 90 days. Pero with the pandemic right now, medyo binibigyan na nila ng hindi nila nire-require yung 90 days. As long, ano ba yung other requirements? Ang dinala lang nila is yung permits nila.
Yung permit, proper documentation, yes.
Passport as well.
Yep. Kasi yun palang yung ID nila by that time eh.
Yeah, may form din kayong i-fill up din. And make sure na meron na kayong address where they can send you the UHIP card. No? Again, ano ba yung mga benefits ng UHIP card? You can see the details more on the website, but on top of our mind, alam ko, libre na mga anak.
Libre mga anak, yes. There are procedures na pag ito ay cosmetic, hindi po siya covered.
Yes. Hindi po covered yung mga medicine din.
Kung gusto nilang magpaganda, hindi ito covered ng OHIP unless there's a medical reason behind it. Yung dental, hindi po ito covered, tsaka vision. So that's where your private insurance from your school, for example, would come in.
Parang ano lang talaga to, parang PhilHealth, no? Sa Pilipinas.
Ganun ba? Hindi ko alam yung PhilHealth.
PhilHealth para siyang kasi pag, yun nga, it's a government benefit that we can get. Yun. So, shout out ulit sa mga lahat na na-approve. Congratulations. Like I said, the journey has just begun.
Yes.
Ito pa lang po yung totoong challenge po is once you arrive here in Canada.
Actually, mga feedback ng mga visa clients natin pag kinakamusta ko na, kumusta, ano na yung feeling, PR ka na, yung mga napa-PR natin. Parang karaniwan sa mga feedback nila, and I've been asking this since since for many years na sa mga napa-PR natin, ang common answer nila is parang ngayon ko palang na-feel na nagsisimula na ako mabuhay sa Canada. So parang yung once you set foot in Canada as a student, you are still in your journey to permanently stay here. But once you are here, you do realize that there are other things na poproblemahin nyo na talagang So yung study journey ninyo, it actually helps you become equipped to be successful in Canada once you become a permanent resident. So yung education ninyo, that goes towards your work. Pag PR na kayo, having a great career helps you with your mortgage, for example. So, and chain reaction po ito lahat. And international students tend to excel lagi versus landed
Sabi
immigrants.
ko, sinishare ko natin sa pag international student ka, talagang tatahakin mo yung pwede mo tahakin na mahirap talaga. Kasi you need to juggle your time, your funds, your feelings. Kasi sometimes
yes, yung feelings, yes. That's
malayo
also
ka sa pamilya mo, you're alone, or mag-Christmas ka, mag-birthday ka. No? Sometimes naman yung mga couple na naiwan yung mga anak. So you need to be emotionally ready din. No? Don't give up. Nandito, kaya you need to have a support group. Sometimes hindi tayo maintindihan ng mga kapwa natin kababayan na hindi naranasan yung pagiging international student.
Yes.
Ako,
kaya tuwing nakikita ko yung pictures ng mga celebrations sa Philippines, parang lalo na nung bagong dating ako dito kasi, for example, yung Christmas dito, ibang-iba.
Exactly.
Yung New Year, ibang-iba. Tapos yung mga fiesta sa Philippines na sineselebrate dito, hindi naman. So parang nung simula, medyo may isip-isip mo rin siya, but always keep in mind bakit kayo nandito, ano ba yung dahilan, why are you here? Always ask yourself, why are you here? Who are you doing this for? Kumbaga. Kaya always be motivated din. Yung iba kasi real talk na din, may mga nag-give up po na umuwi after 1 to 2 semesters. Maayaw na.
Yun. Like what we always show naman sa Facebook natin, yung mga magaganda lang. A lot of influencers and bloggers din pinapakita rin nila kung ano talaga yung real life din dito. Pero I always said, pagdating niyo dito, ano mo yun, sarili mo buhay mo. No? You need to decide by yourself. You can get ideas from someone else, but by the end of the day, ikaw pa rin magde-decide kung if you'll do it or not. No? And payo lang namin, if you want to decide something, take the consequence. If it's good or bad, ano mo yun, at least decision mo yan eh. You cannot say na, ay, sabi kasi niya, tapos isisihin mo siya. Which is, hindi mo pwedeng mangyari yun. No? Life here is fun. The quality is better than, I would say, sa country natin. Because nga, dito sa Canada, pantay po lahat. No? Mayaman, mahirap, ibang kulay man, same-sex man, or alam mo yun, lalo shoutout sa mga natin,
LGBTQ clients natin and
clients natin. At saka sa community din, no? Dito kasi is very well respected sila and recognized din. Alam ko sa country natin, sa Pilipinas, it's still in progress.
It's still a sensitive topic, yes.
Alam mo yun, we're trying to accept. Pero yun nga, it's a very sensitive. But dito sa Canada, they respect that. So yun, marami ng clients si Kuya Mikmik na napapunta dito na same-sex, same sa babae.
So hindi na sila in hiding ngayon and they're enjoying the openness of being able to express their relationship in public.
So anyone who is interested in applying with VCC, Vancouver Community College, please submit your application or just email us at apply@sun-core.com. Or you can book a consultation, just visit our website, sun-core.com. And if you want to get in touch with Kuya Mikmik, just get in touch with me first.
Kasi siguro Kuya Nikki, pwede mong pakita yung updated flyer natin, yung na-correct kanina, yung may typo. I think
Ayun.
na-edit na ng ating team yung ano natin.
Sandali.
So habang
Sige, bro,
ina-upload
habang ginagawa ko.
habang ina-upload ni Kuya Nikki, ano ba? Konting updates. Antabayanan po natin yung TR to PR pathway. Marami pong bali-balita na baka maging available ulit siya this year. Yung TR to PR, ito po yung this gives opportunity for those already in Canada na nakapag-work na ng 1 year and currently employed. So yun. Antay po tayo ng mga express entry draws. I think wala pa yatang CEC draw lately, mga provincial nomination. Let's wait in the coming months. Na-announce na rin po ng immigration na madami pa rin silang kukunin na tao. Immigration is still one of the solutions to improving the economy of Canada. So kung last few years ago in-announce nila na 1 million yung target nila, I think they're still consistent in the coming years. So there's still time for people to come to Canada and make your dreams come true when you get here.
Yes. So once again, guys, we would like to invite you to enroll at Vancouver Community College. With the help of SUN-COR, libre lang po yung pag-process namin ng LOA. And aside from that, we can reimburse the 145 Canadian dollars once your visa get approved. And we can also waive the IELTS for some programs. And also these programs that offers PGWP, and most of the programs that they have that is more than at least 8 months offers PGWP. Meron din mga programs na with co-op, and this is the Vancouver Community College is really located at the heart of Vancouver.
Yep.
So once again, we have the cashback promotions. So lahat ng mga kukuha ng LOA na libre from SUN-COR, aside sa 145 na reimbursement, pag nag-DIY po kayo, you're on your visa, may cashback po kayong $200 Canadian. No? And if you want to avail the processing fee of Kuya Mikmik's visa assistance, it's gonna be 500 Canadian dollars po ang makukuha yung cashback once you have your visa approved. Ayun. So if you have any questions, please feel free to message SUN-COR or Kuya Nikki can add me anytime. Okay. Meron lang tayong, I think we can do 1 or 2 more questions, bro.
Meron pa ba?
Oo. Meron sa Facebook kasi na sa YouTube natin to. Galing kay Jarrell Panner.
May question po ako, if you do need po ba nadala nyo yung whole amount of the payment to pay? So siguro this question is at the border. Tinatanong talaga to sa border. Chine-check din nila. Kasi parang Kuya Nikki, 10,000 lang yata yung allowed eh. If you go over $10,000, you have to declare. Ang delikado kasi dito kung dala nyo physically yung cash, baka malaglag, mawala. Mas maganda po na if you were to pay, you could pay it online. Paying it online gives you 2 advantages. First, you have a very strong proof of funds in your application. Second, you don't have to worry about bringing that much money. Para sa kunyari ako dumating ako $2,000 lang yung pera ko dito kasi yung we pay everything online kasi ayaw naming bitbitin yung money kasi baka mawala. Mahirap na.
Yun. Pag tinanong ka naman, sabihin mo lang nasa bangko mo and you can have the bank statement with you.
Yes. So always bring also your proof of funds then with you. Minsan may mga visa officer na mabusisi.
Yes.
Minsan naman hindi. So depende talaga.
Ayun. So once again, i-flex ko lang yung services offer ng SUN-COR with the partnership with Kuya Mikmik. Once again, si Kuya Mikmik, he is our licensed immigration consultant for SUN-COR. The only person can talk about immigration or can even ask for payment. Tatlo bro, no? The immigration consultant, the
The
immigration
immigration
lawyer,
lawyer and to some extent a paralegal.
or the paralegal. No? So
Yep.
we do process LOA for free. You just need, and we also reimburse the application fee kung meron man. So may settlement package din kami. Study permit, open work permit, postgrad work permit, LMIA work permit, visitor or tourist visa, super visa, visa and permit extensions sa mga kumuha ng second program, express entry profile creations, PNP, the CEC, the Federal Skills Worker. So, a lot po. No? Hindi lang po study visa. Naka-focus lang po kami sa study visa for now kasi with the pandemic right now,
Yeah.
yun lang po yung open.
So yung shows natin, yes, it's mostly about the study permit. Kasi ito yung pinakamagastos for Filipinos, so we want to guide them accordingly.
Yes.
But we actually performed a lot of immigration services outside the study permit. Yung mga mag-asawa na gusto magsama,
Yes.
yung mga out of status, yung mga muntik na ma-deport, malapit na ma-deport, yung mga nagkakaso, tourist visa, just to answer Miss Maria Andrada, yes, we process tourist visa. Family sponsorships, yung asawa nasa ibang bansa, gustong kunin dito, mga long distance relationships, yes. Yung may mga sponsor na LMIA na gusto makarating dito. So, it's not just about studying. Kuya Nikki, may tanong dito. Paano daw magpabook? So, the best person to talk to first is si Kuya Nikki. Si Kuya Nikki ang ating gateway sa akin. Pa-shout out sa mga nagme-message na hindi ko po nasasagot lahat kasi talaga po.
Kaya din, ito na rin opportunity natin, bro, na sometimes po, hindi namin or nami-miss na. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin na hindi namin pinapansin. Masyado lang po talaga marami, and we're really trying our best to really answer it directly from our fingers. Talagang kami sumasagot. Kasi nga po, alam namin how valuable yung questions niyo para sa amin. And hindi po ako mismo, hindi po ako sumasagot ng immigration questions kasi alam ko I'm not the right person. I always redirect them to Kuya Mikmik. Kasi nga po, hindi po basta-basta yung mga sagot na gagawin kasi there's a lot of updates. And sabi ko nga, kung magpapaturo ka magpalipad ng aeroplano, mekaniko lang ako or stewardess lang ako. Si Kuya Mikmik siya yung piloto. No. I know something about it, but I'm not there.
Tsaka, may isa ako nakitang movie dati, Kuya Nikki, sabi, little knowledge is dangerous daw. Kasi minsan, sometimes people are too proud and they push what they know to everybody. And sometimes, what they know is only applicable to certain scenarios. And yun po yung iingatan natin. Kasi, let's be mindful of the information we share. If you saw it in the official website of Canada, sure, share it. But if you cannot verify the source or if it is the legitimacy of the information, ask yourself, totoo ba to o hindi, before you start sharing information.
Yes.
Ayun po.
I-shared yung video yung isang kababayan natin na PR in less than, yung na-feature ni Omni News, yung
ang galing nila. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa mga tao na malaki yung chance ng couple kasi there's always the possibility of that provincial nomination.
I think I can share the video on it. Okay lang ba, bro?
Okay lang, meron pa akong 10 minutes.
Yes, okay. I'll share it. Short lang naman to.
Isa pong international student ang hindi pa tapos mag-aral pero nabigyan na ng permanent residency. Bagamat hindi po ito ang una pero inabot lamang po ng 13 buwan para makuha ang PR na posibleng isa sa pinakamabilis sa kasaysayan ng mga international students dito sa Canada. Narito ang report. Katapusan ng Nobyembre noong 2020 nang dumating sa Canada bilang international student si Grace Mindanao at ang kanyang pamilya. Isa siyang Business Administration Major in Supply Chain Management student sa Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. Pero sa unang semester pa lamang niya, naimbitahan na ng Alberta ang kanyang asawa na maging permanent resident at agad silang nabigyan ng provincial nomination.
So what we did is we went to the express entry pool kahit po nag-aaral pa lang ako and yung husband ko wala pa pong 1-year work experience. We took the CELPIP exam in May and after 2 weeks po, napili na yung profile ng husband ko sa express entry.
Okay, ano ba yung score niya sa express entry?
His score po is actually 337 pero Alberta took notice of his profile because of his experience in the Philippines, which is a key accounts manager.
So, hindi siya nag-apply sa province?
Hindi po. It was Alberta who chose his profile from the express entry pool.
Nang makuha ang nomination sa kanilang ika-6 na buwan, agad silang nag-apply ng PR sa immigration. Makalipas ang 7 buwan sa Canada, lumabas ang kanilang Certificate of Permanent Residency nito lamang Enero.
Actually, sir, when it happened, talagang nagulat po talaga kami kasi we were only in the express entry pool. Both my husband and I were in the pool. We had separate profiles. Actually, yung score po ng husband ko is lower than me, pero siya po yung nabigyan ng nomination. So when I saw the nomination, the notification of interest from Alberta, napaiyak po talaga ako sa sobrang saya because yun po yung hindi namin talaga ine-expect na mangyayari, which is mapabilis po yung PR namin. Kasi ang talagang plano po namin, of course, is kaya po kami nag-aral dito sa Canada para tumaas po yung CRS points.
Malaki daw ang naitulong ng work experience ng kanyang asawa sa pagkakapili sa kanila.
Yung background niya po in the Philippines, he was a key accounts manager for 11 years. So he was with sales and currently based po dun sa bagong program ni Alberta din ngayon, kailangan po nila ng mga tao na ang background is sales or NOC code na 0601 or corporate sales manager.
At lahat ng ito, do it yourself o DIY kung tawagin ng mga immigrants ng Canada.
I did it on my own, sir. Lahat po ng application namin from the time that we applied for the study permit up to the time of our PR is ako lang po lahat. Marami po akong mga groups na sinasalihan sa Facebook na about sa DIY applications and mahilig po talaga akong magbasa ng IRCC websites para po mag-research on different pathways.
Mall manager at hotel manager sa Pilipinas si Grace, habang nasa sales naman ang kanyang asawa bago sila nag-apply sa Canada para mag-aral, bagay na pinag-alinlangan ng kanilang mga pamilya noon.
Hindi po nila nung una maintindihan kung bakit kailangan naming mag-move dahil stable naman po yung trabaho namin sa Pilipinas. So nagtataka po sila na parang bakit gusto nyo pang lumipat? Pero ang lagi po naming sinasabi talaga is yung opportunities po ng mga bata when they grow up here and when they get educated here, it's really for them. That's why we're doing it. Lagi ko pong naiisip talaga na this was the best decision that we've made. Kasi po syempre po sumugal po kami dito sa Canada bilang maging estudyante po ulit after being a career person for 15 years. I've been working in the corporate industry for 15 years before I decided to become an international student. And then yung husband ko rin po, it's the same thing. So talagang malaking pagsugal po yung ginawa namin para makarating dito na iniwan po namin lahat sa Pilipinas.
Ayon sa isang licensed immigration consultant, napakabilis nga ng pagkaka-PR ng mag-asawa. Karaniwang kasi na nasa 2 taon o mahigit pa bago makuha ang PR. Isa anyang posibleng dahilan sa kasong ito, sumakto ang kanilang work experience sa agad na pangangailangan ng Alberta.
13 months is extremely fast. I believe all of the factors went into their favor. Yung timing, yung speed of getting the nomination, their qualifications, their initial score would probably be good. And the skill set of the applicant is something that the province is extremely interested in po.
Pero paalala ni Corrales, ang PR application sa Canada ay nakadepende pa rin sa sarili ninyong profile. Iba't iba ang background at sitwasyon ng mga aplikante, kaya mas mabuti na may plano. Maaring magsaliksik o di kaya'y kumonsulta sa mga eksperto para makatiyak na ang prosesong inyong pagdadaanan ay ang tamang landas para maging immigrant dito sa Canada. Isa pong Filipino-Canadian immigration firm ang binigyang pagkilala ng isang Canadian college dahil sa naging kontribusyon nito sa mga international students mula po sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Narito ang report.
Back-to-back award talaga yung binigay nila sa amin. Kasi last year, we got the silver award.
Ito na ang pangalawang taon na binigyan ng pagkilala ng Fanshawe College sa London, Ontario, ang immigration firm na SUN-COR Unlimited na pag-aari ng magkaibigang Pilipino na sina Michael Corrales at Nick Sun. Mula sa silver recognition noong 2020, nakuha na nila ngayon ang Platinum Award para sa taong 2021.
Being recognized as one of the top partner of the school, lalo na sa mga kababayan natin, it really motivates us more to help our kababayan. And luckily, with this 2021, na-recognize naman ulit ang SUN-COR Unlimited Inc. to be the top agency partner of the school.
Sila kasi ang tumutulong sa daan-daang mga international students na makakuha ng letter of acceptance mula sa mga eskwelahan at ginagawa nila ito nang hindi sila nagpapabayad.
We are influencing other agencies to perform the same. So who benefits here? It's the international student community kasi nakakatipid po sila ng roughly maybe $300 to $500 po.
Sa Fanshawe College pa lamang, nasa 200 mga estudyante na ang natulungan nilang maipasok sa eskwelahan.
Hindi lang po kasi labanan ng dami ng letter of acceptance na nabigay. The letter of acceptance becomes useless if the student was not able to arrive in Canada or get a visa approval. So another factor for the basis is, were you able to get a letter of acceptance for the student? That's the first one. And the second one is, did the student actually get approved for the visa? So siguro in layman's term po, it's more of quality versus quantity. Kasi there's so much you could do with an LOA, pero kung hindi po kayo na-approve, wala rin pong impact yung LOA.
Pagkatapos makuha ang pagkilalang ito, ilan pang kilalang eskwelahan sa Canada ang nakipag-partner na rin sa SUN-COR Unlimited.
Just to name the few, Ron, direct na kami sa mga schools din sa British Columbia. So we have the Vancouver Community College, we have the Post Mountain College, we have the College of New Caledonia, and also some schools here in Ontario. Direct na rin kami sa Seneca, sa Centennial, sa Lambton College. So which is easier for us to communicate with the school, since direct kami and we are a Canadian base.
Pero nagtataka ang SUN-COR kung bakit marami pa ring international students ang napupunta sa ilang mga private schools na hindi naman makakapagbigay ng postgraduate work permit.
Which is very alarming kasi nga gumastos sila lahat-lahat, tapos pagdating dito medyo malabo yung pathway na for permanent residency. And yun po, marami kaming by this time, siguro nasa mahigit 40 na yung lumapit sa amin na napalipat namin. Yes. So, libre na yung paglipat namin doon, pagtulong namin. No? Kasi nga, alam namin gumastos na sila doon sa private college.
Ikinararangal ni na Michael at Nikki ang pagkilalang ibinigay sa kanilang grupo dahil magandang simula daw ito para lalo pang maipakita ng mga Pinoy na kaya ng ating lahi na maging matagumpay sa anumang industriya dito sa Canada.
And yun. So thank you very much again, guys, for joining our Morning with the Kuyas. Once again, my name is Kuya Nikki.
I'm Kuya Mikmik. Happy Family Day po dito sa Canada.
Yes, it's going to be a family day here in Canada on Monday.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing live session again on Tuesday morning. So,
yep, kita-kita po tayo Tuesday.
Kita-kits tayo. God bless and stay safe, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your weekend.